So you thought this was just another Persona clone, huh? Well, I hate to break it to you, Zeptograms. It's not. Although a solution may seem easy enough to draw a conclusion to a problem, you must account for all variables and crunch every factor. This is Neo. The world ends with you. Or does the world begin with you? Regardless of that equation, I thought this game was Zeta 6, so if you're looking for a game to be a solution to relieve you of your boredom, this is the game. I'll admit, it does start off slow, but it becomes an absolute inverse matrix, especially once you start seeing familiar faces. That doesn't mean the start of the game is bad by any means, friend. It just gets really good for Twee 1 and Neo fans, yo. Honestly, I'm happy it took time to build the new characters like Rindo, Nagi, Fret, and Mr. Minamimoto.
The world is garbage! You Zeta sons of digits! Tangent! So Zeta slow!
So that you can just be more invested into their stories than it just being kind of shoehorned in there, because some games do that and it's quite annoying. Like honestly, I was pretty scared if they could get close to making it as good as its predecessor, and it really does come close. I'd even say they are both amazing. So many mysteries and such satisfying writing that makes everything flow so much together with every main character. Oh, that was just the story aspect of me just kind of telling you how much I enjoyed the story. This game enthralls you in Shibuya just like The World Ends With You 1, but even better so because instead of 2D, it's 3D, cel shaded in the World Ends With You style, and it really works, yo. I can say, before playing the game, I didn't know how well they were going to deliver on the execution of the style of Twee and Neo. After playing it, I can say, man, they really knocked out of the park, because I was just really scared of it looking too much like Persona 5. Even with just visiting old areas like Utagawa backstreets, for instance, once you complete stuff in the game, you can go into the menu with the graffiti section and put graffiti up on the wall, and then it actually changes in-game, which I felt to be a cool feature. I didn't really notice that till later in the game, but really cool none the least. And then you have areas like Tipsy Toes Hall that feel like really warpy in the buildings, but it's really cool addition to the style of this game. Okay, so you're probably here because you're a Persona fan, and for a very long time I went without playing those games until 2017, and I can say it really has changed my perspective on video game music just being a video game music. I blast OSTs in my car now because of the Persona OSTs. However, what's crazy is Neo has just as good OST as any Persona game. In fact, I think there are tracks that bop in Neo and in The World Ends With You, and I just can't stop listening to either or's OST, which is really surprising for me to say. Now, this OST don't just bop you, it really immerses you to just walk through Shibuya. The World Ends With You did that, but Neo takes it to a whole nother level. With the start of Rockin' Rockin' is a good example. The beginning of that track makes you feel the stomping of people's feet walking around Shibuya, or even Last Call that just makes you feel the heat when the game is getting crazy. Not only does it do that, but a character you meet later in the game puts more of the beat in the game, yo. It's fast travel, but with style, because it directly adds more beat to the music while traveling through the streets.
Let's move!
Which was so different for me to see in a game like this. They somehow made traveling fun. There's one bad track in The World Ends With You 1 and Neo, and that's 1 star. If I hear something about nomination or not good at pretending, I'm just gonna cry in pain because, oh my god, that song's so bad. It's like the devs were like, huh, we need an indie song, and they chose this one. It's just pain. And for some reason it does consistently play when you do battle, and I wish there was some sort of toggle to turn off certain songs that you were sick of listening to. Other than the song though, the entire OST is amazing. Now as for the gameplay, it's definitely different from any other game that I've played before because it uses the entire controller for you to do your attacks, etc. Basically pertaining to which pins that you have equipped. However, I can't exactly go into much detail because of the fact that later in the game you just get more party members and it's just very spoiler-like, so I can't exactly go in depth. But you start out with 4 with the main cast, and with 4 it does do a pretty good job. I don't think I'm particularly good at it to go in complete depth about why it's a cool combat system, but I'm just going to leave it as it's pretty cool, it's wacky, and it's exactly what you will get from these devs, because if you look at the DS version of The World Ends With You, it was 2-screen combat, bro. But yeah, it definitely is a bit of a learning curve, and I think later in the game I was even struggling, so and with the rankings that I got, I'm just not gonna have a critical point other than to say that I think it's cool and I like it. And if you're a little bit iffy on the gameplay side of things, they have a demo out, so I mean if you feel like you need to give the game a try before you actually pick it up, that'd be your best bet. But again, it's not like a full view of the combat once like things start getting crazy, like I said before, so just keep that in mind. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is my thoughts on Yo, The World Ends With You. I'm hoping this video at least gives you some sort of perspective and feel about the game and maybe makes you try it out, so that's what the video is intending to, not trash talking P5 fans, but memeing on it, because I think the whole Persona vibes thing is hilarious. So if you were curious about the meme at the beginning, that's pretty much what I was joking about, not bashing Persona 5 fans. They get too much hate as of lately. But overall, I'm just so happy to maybe make more content on Neo the World Ends With You, because I just really like this game and I just want to sort of keep talking about it, so there might be a part 2 to this, but more spoiler heavy, so yeah, keep your eye on for that. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.